Hey everyone, what is up? This is Glenn Span EST.2001 and welcome to my top 10 favorite movies of 2024. Now here's the thing. Most of these movies I saw in theaters and most of these movies I watched on streaming. And to me, I'm pretty much done with modern movies until Mission Impossible The Final Reckoning comes to theaters alongside the John Wick spin-off Ballerina, which I wonder how that's going to turn out. So once I see that in theaters, I'll let you know on my Ballerina movie review once I get done reviewing the other John Wick movies. The first four John Wick movies. Excuse me. Now, on with my favorite movies of 2024. At number 10, the one I watched back in September of this year, The Beekeeper. And whoops, my iPad just rotated there. So anyways, The Beekeeper is a 2024 action movie with Jason Statham, and I actually enjoyed The Beekeeper. I thought The Beekeeper was a good movie and way better than the first week of 2024's last film, Night Swim. Yeah, back in 2020 and 2022, first weeks of every movie was off to a bad start, starting with The Grudge and The 355. Like, I don't know why they had to release those movies, but those are the movies that we're not talking about. I'm talking about the 2024 movies. So The Beekeeper gets a 4 out of 5 stars with a heart. It was a good one. At number 9, Venom The Last Dance. Yup, that's right. Venom The Last Dance is the sequel to Venom Let There Be Carnage from 2021. And I actually remember seeing this movie in the theaters back in October this year, and which was the 2 days after it came out, and it was a good sequel. I actually liked this one a little bit better than the first Venom movie, even though that one was still awesome. This was still good. I wouldn't say it's awesome, but my favorite movie in the Venom trilogy, sorry, my bad, would have to be Venom Let There Be Carnage. That is my favorite in the series, and which is the best one. And I could tell that the Sony Spider-Man universe was completely over after we got these two horror movies, Madam Web, Morbius, and recently Kraven the Hunter. Thankfully, it's completely over because we do not have to deal with these films anymore. But the Venom ones are always a good choice. So I would give Venom The Last Dance 4 out of 5 stars. It was good. Okay? Number 8 would be the For King and Country film, Unsung Hero. Whoops. Unsung Hero is that 2024 movie with Daisy Belts, Joel Smallbone, Curly Barger, Jonathan Jackson, Lucas Black, with Candace Cameron, Beer, and Terry O'Dunn. And it's also directed by Richard Ramsey and Joel Smallbone. And so I actually saw this one in the theaters back in May of this year, and I thought Unsung Hero was a good movie. A good Kristen movie from this year. And the film soundtrack is good for what it is, so I will definitely listen to the soundtrack of it sometime. And I give Unsung Hero 4 out of 5 stars. Good movie. And now, what's going on? Oh, okay. My 7th favorite movie of 2024 would have to be the Paramount Plus original movie, Little Wing, with Brooklyn Prince, Kelly Riley, and Brian Cox. And so, I actually remember watching this movie on Paramount Plus a week after it came out and what it is. I thought Little Wing was a good enough movie from Paramount Plus, and this was even the first Paramount Plus original film I've ever watched, which that was pretty cool. The only way out is up. So I would give Little Wing a 4 out of 5 stars. Another good movie. And now, number 6. Inside Out 2. The sequel to Inside Out from 2015. For which I've seen that film on Disney Plus. And that is an awesome movie. As for this one, I did see this movie in theaters a week after it came out. And this was a good sequel. Not as good as the first one, but not as awesome as this one, but it was still good. I am not a big modern Disney fan, but I love Encanto from 2021. Disney and Pixar's Luca is way better than this. I own that on DVD. And speaking of Pixar, I've been doing my Pixar marathon last month before the new Disney and Pixar movie Elio comes out. But I think I'm just gonna stick with Toy Story 5, which that comes out in 2026. I mean, why do we need to see a Toy Story 5 in the first place? Anyways, I give this movie 4 out of 5 stars. Good movie. And now we head on to the top 5. Number 5. The Greatest Hits. Find the right song, change your past. Find the right person, change your future. With Lucy. Oh yeah, it's got Lucy Boynton, David Cornsweet, Justin H. Mail. And it also has Nelly Furtado, who did the song Blind Like a Bird. And so I actually remember watching this movie back in April of this year. And I thought this was a good movie. I liked this one. It had some good songs in it, of course. And the cast was good for this one. So I give The Greatest Hits a 4 out of 5 stars. Good movie. And now, my 4th favorite movie of 2024 would have to be no other than the 2024 comedy film Snack Shack, which is the movie that reminds me of the Bluey episode Barbershop. And so, I actually really enjoyed watching Snack Shack. I thought Snack Shack was a great movie from 2024. The acting and the story was awesome. It tells the story about 2 boys who likes to run the concession stand for the swimmers at the pool. In which I watched this one back in October, and I also did a movie review on that as well. And plus, I'm going to give Snack Shack, the 2024 movie, 4.5 out of 5 stars. Great movie. Love it. It's also a great movie to make a splash, swim, and relax on a float. So yeah. And now, my third favorite movie of 2024, which is the movie... Oh, my third favorite movie of 2024, it's a movie that I saw in theaters back in March. Dune Part 2. I saw this movie in theaters back in March 22nd. Awesome movie. One of the best movies I've ever seen. I actually liked this one a little bit better than Dune Part 1, even though that was great. This is better. Now, I haven't seen the original 1984 version of Dune, which I hope to watch that sometime as well. So I would give Dune Part 2 5 out of 5 stars with a heart. It's a great, awesome movie. Love it. And now, on with my second favorite movie of 2024. And yes, I did see this movie back in July. I was so pumped when that movie came out. And you're not going to believe what it is. My second favorite movie of 2024, Deadpool and Wolverine. Yup. Actually really loved Deadpool and Wolverine. I thought Deadpool and Wolverine was such a banger of a movie. I thought it was so awesome and funny because Hugh Jackman teamed up with Ryan Reynolds in another Shawn Levy movie besides Free Guy and The Adam Project. The Adam Project used to be my favorite movie from Shawn Levy, but guess what? Deadpool and Wolverine was overtaken by The Adam Project. Even though that was still great, but this movie's a billion times better. I really enjoyed seeing Deadpool and Wolverine so much. I give this movie 5 out of 5 stars with a heart. And the soundtrack kicks ass. And I'm going to show you two upper posters of Deadpool and Wolverine. See, this is the one with Deadpool and Wolverine on a sword. And this is the Wolverine holding Wolverine swords. So yeah, really loved this movie so much. Ever since I first saw it back in 2024, which was the summer of 2024. And now, on with my number one favorite movie of 2024. Because y'all remember when Deadpool and Wolverine used to be my favorite movie of 2024? Guess what? My number one favorite movie of 2024 would have to be no other than Sonic the Hedgehog 3. Oh my god. Words can describe how Sonic the Hedgehog 3 is. Sonic the Hedgehog 3 has got to be one of the best movies ever made. More than the Hotel Transylvania movies, I love this movie so much because of this dude, Shadow the Hedgehog. I actually like this one a little bit better than the first one. Even though the first one was still great, the second one was fun, but this is better. And I'm sure this movie is going to make a lot of money at the box office. And hopefully sometime I will do the movie reviews on Sonic the Hedgehog 1, 2, and 3 if I can. Someday I will. Or, did I actually do a movie review on Sonic the Hedgehog? If I'm not mistaken, then I'll have to check my YouTube studio. So I'm going to give Sonic the Hedgehog 3 a definite 10 out of 10 stars with the heart. Or 5 out of 5 stars with the heart. Or even that 1,000 out of 1,000. Love this movie so freaking much. And don't forget to stay tuned for my movie review on the Sonic the Hedgehog movies. The third one is more than I love the Hotel Transylvania movies. Love them. Love it. Alright guys, that is it for my movie review on... Not movie review. That is it for my top 10 favorite movies of 2024. And do not forget to stay tuned for the 2024 year review, which I'll explain more about it. So thank you all for watching this Gladys Band EST 2001 Rock and Roll. This is Gladys Band EST 2001. See you later.